you can play in any chapter that you want. So you get to meet people from anywhere.
Well, good evening, everybody. Matt here. Let everybody get in for a minute. It is good to be with you all tonight. Got some good guests. I am the only one on our panel tonight, not already at TPC Deer Run, home of the John Deere Classic, where we will be this weekend. A great summer major. Got Chris here. Let's just take a quick peek. I kind of want to see what the camera is on Mr. Jake. I know he was just checking into his hotel room. How are you doing tonight, Jake?
I'm good. We're finally here, man. We're 5.5 hour drive, but Cliff knocked out like a champ.
Way to be. So are we going to get to see the big question everybody wants to know? Your golf game this weekend, is it going to be Jake or Jack?
Well, it's 3 days, so I'm going to guess it's probably going to be a pretty good mix of both.
That's fair enough. You little chapter owner swing never hurt anybody. But great event. I'm looking forward to being with you all tomorrow. Chris and I had to pack the trailer tonight, so we're leaving in the morning. It's only about 2.5 for us. So almost a home game. Yeah. We're pretty excited about that.
We at least did it in comfort. Cliff bought a new vehicle recently, and it's pretty nice. And so that was enjoyable.
Nice.
But
so are you rooming with Cliff? Is he here? Is he off camera somewhere? There's the boy, Cliff Austin, KC. So, you can see him at the national major across the country. That's for sure.
Hey, just so those 2 beds, okay? 2 beds.
This is a great thing. Life on the APT. Travel tips with Jake. That's going to be a new segment. So
there you go.
Rule number 1: two beds on road trips.
2 beds on road trips, and always that's like 65 right when you walk in.
Yeah, we're always about the double queen lodging reservations. So obviously, you heard this week we announced a little save the date action going back to Disney World for Magnolia and Palm. I know I don't think you played Tournament Champions last year, but you were down there for the 4-ball. So looking forward to being back.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide on merchandise show dates again, because I think hopefully it's back in full. It's the next week again. Yeah. So don't know down to the Tournament Champions, but we'll see. If we're going to do the PJ merchandise show, I probably have to miss it. Which if it's not at full force again, like it wasn't this year, we won't go.
That's fair. Just for everybody watching, Jake obviously sells golf simulators. So if you need a good little golf simulator for your basement, your little man cave, Jake's the guy to call. See, I'm giving shameless plugs for you, buddy.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Jack Curry would be jealous right now.
Jealous, trust me. I hear often, "Oh, I'll come work for you," and I'm like, "Trust me, you don't want to do that."
But
a lot of work.
But anyways, since we got some of the loyal guys watching here early, got Felix from Northern California, a recent Division II champion. Did you hear about that? So starts the year in Division 5, gets kicked out of Division 5 for playing too well. Goes to Division 4, gets kicked out of D4, goes to D3, gets kicked out of D3, and then shows up and wins in D2. I think it is a record for the fastest promotion ever. But well-deserved. Not played with Felix. It's pretty awesome. I know, Cliff, your record has now been eclipsed.
Well, good job, Felix.
So, winning in D2. So we may see him in D1 by the North American Championship. Would certainly welcome that. You got Ryan in from Iowa. That's a home game. Captain Knepp from Pennsylvania. So people from all across commenting on the feed already. But, we could announce a little bit of a major action, one more in 2022 that nobody knows about yet. You think we should, or you think we should hold on to it?
I mean, I don't see why we're going to have plenty of stuff to all winter long. we might as well give them something to bite on right now.
Yeah. How do you feel about a little December 3rd, December 4th major?
I mean, it's somewhere warm.
PGA National sounds good.
It is not at PGA National, Cliff. Although I did talk to them this week, so that's a little bit interesting. But we're going back to the beach.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Back to Caledonia and one of my favorite golf courses in Myrtle Beach, the Founders Club. For a little Founders Club's really good. It is probably the hardest golf course I've ever played from the back tees. If you don't know it, it's not too bad from any other tees, but the back tees are a little brutal, to say the least.
Harder than Orange Beach.
Orange Beach?
Isn't that the name of the one in what's the one in Florida down?
Oh, you're talking about Orlando? Orange Tree. Yeah.
Orange Tree.
Yeah, it actually is, I think. But Orange Tree's pretty mean too. If you're down in Orlando for Disney, that's a good practice round if you can get on it. Little private country club, really fun. But yeah, December 3rd and 4th, the greatest time about coming to Myrtle Beach at that time of year. The golf courses are mint. Everything's great. The rough is dormant, but the greens are just really, really good. They're the fastest they are all year. That time of year, the fairways are lush. The climate is really good at that time of year in December usually, and the hotel rooms in Myrtle Beach are significantly cheaper than what we got in Memorial Day weekend. So it's a great time to be down there. Really good time to really enjoy it. So we'll have more details out on that soon. We got a lot of stuff coming in the next month we're really excited about. I know we were talking before the call about some great new partnerships and really just expanding some things. So this might be my favorite season of launching new tournaments, new chapters coming here in the next couple months, new partnerships. It's going to be really, really fun. So, but we got to talk about TPC Deer Run. Have you played it before? Is this your first time?
I was there last year.
Gotcha. So what do you think the first question was I asked when I called the pro?
Year.
What?
Chris Isom put me on the clock last year.
Oh, I remember that. So that's pretty.
But it wasn't for. I wasn't looking for balls too long. I strokes on one hole.
Hey, I just want to point out we are equal opportunity pace of play enforcers. It doesn't matter if it's Jody. It doesn't matter if it's me. It doesn't matter if it's you. If you're slow, we're putting you on the clock. It's just that simple.
And I told the guys, I'll pick it up. I'll hurry it up. But then the next hole, we had to wait on another guy in our group that was the course. So I did it one hole, did the next hole, then Chris comes by.
Yeah, we're trying to get a siren on the golf cart just to make it a little bit more memorable as we're coming up. The siren comes on and got the little flag going with the APT flag, so you can see that at the Rangers. Just have some fun with it. But I will tell you the rough is thick, is what I've been told. Just so you know, he is not quite as thick as last year, but close. And I was like, that's not good.
Last year was brutal, but I did see the distance I'm playing this year, and I thought, okay, well this won't be sitting iron off most of the tees.
So I'm trying to be nice to you. So we took a pretty good look at course setup. That's something we try to do at the national majors. TPC Deer Run's really interesting because there's some par fives we moved everybody up on. And if you want to try to go for those in two, good luck. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend it. But you're going to have a chance to. You'll have 220 into it, and the green's like this wide.
Yeah, with water on one side and knee high on the next.
Right. So it'll be a good time. It's gonna be a fun weekend. We'll have 5 more people qualify for the North American Championship this year in Nashville, Tennessee. We're really excited about that. It's gonna be a great time. Had a lot of good interest. We're booking a lot of really cool events around golf. It's gonna be a great time. October 10th through 12th. Something I know you've been looking forward to. We've been traveling east for the championship for years and years and years, and this time it's coming to the Midwest, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's still a little east to me, but I've never been to Nashville actually for just a fun trip, so I'm looking forward to it. It'll be than I wanted it this year for me, but probably plan on trying to get down there on Saturday. I go play Sunday somewhere, and then just work the event the rest of the week. See what it is, and try to instead of play this year, I'll be the guy out there making sure guys. I'll be the Chris.
You'll be the Chris. It'll be pretty good. We got a golf course for you, so it'll be fun. A lot of our chapter owners work in golf courses this year. It's going to be really fun. Make sure we have good coverage and everything. I just want to point out, you say that, the championship's east of you. Have you ever been west of Kansas City? Because Chris and I drove that last year, and it wasn't pretty.
Well, there's Colorado, which is not a bad place.
Yeah, but can we talk about how you get from Kansas City to Colorado? Because that was the part of the drive for me. We got lost in, what is that little town, Chris, in Kansas?
Isn't there an Air Force base or some military?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah, I don't know. But it was like we finally found a McDonald's, and we were so happy.
Probably like Junction City or Salina or something like that.
Yeah, it was.
Salina.
Yeah, let's just say we won't be playing a chapter there anytime soon because there's like 8 people. So
I go out to Salina every year to play in a charity event. The Guns and Hoses out there with, loyal guys that drive in 2.5 hours from Salina to play in a lot of our tournaments. I play in a charity event with them every year, and they've actually got their municipal golf course is actually a really good golf. Usually got 40-mile-an-hour winds out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that's always fun. Well, hey, we got to take a quick break. We got a bunch to talk about tonight with the championship season. We'll talk, answer some questions. We got one of our previous North American champions here tonight to talk to him. So that'll be fun. So stay tuned. But we've got a quick message from our friends at Global Golf.
Golf should be F-U-N fun. But without you, it's just FN. So if you're tired of so many effing choices and missing all the best effing deals, let Global Golf put you back in fun. With you trade in, you select, and you try, send in your current clubs for top dollar to find the perfect gear for your game and test it on a real course. Nothing could be more convenient and fun. So stop effing around. Let Global Golf put you back in fun.
Put the U back in fun.
Yeah, no more gonna go out there and lose all those golf balls this weekend.
There you go. It can happen right off the fairway at TPC Round, but it'll be a good time. But we're joined tonight, North American champion. I don't want to say that too many times because we'll get to his head. But we'll go ahead and bring on our only North American champion ever to win in a playoff at Pinehurst. Pretty good stuff. That was probably one of my favorite memories of the 2021 season was watching the playoff unfold and watching both of those poor guys try to hit putts with a few hundred people watching them and bring it in and having the craziness of Pinehurst greens, the atmosphere, everything. And, I'm just waiting on Chris to bring him in. We're trying to get it. Also, new this year, decided to jump in and run a chapter in Memphis. He's doing a great job. Just ran a huge event at TPC Southwind. But Mr. Russell Cook, what's up, homie? Trying to show those forearms off or what?
Well, I was just waiting. Is my camera making sure I get my face in there?
We got you, buddy. How are you doing tonight?
Checked into the hotel. Jake, come find you.
So it looks like you're all in the same hotel, same background. So it's kind of cute.
In the same hotel. Hey, I got to give a couple weeks ago. We were talking about where I was staying, and he looked at me and he goes, "No, don't stay there." He goes, "I'd stay there."
Yeah, we said
earlier today, Jake.
Yeah, we stayed last year in an Airbnb, and it was quite the experience. So we'll be checking into the Residence Inn tomorrow. I will tell you that in Davenport, Iowa. It's going to be a good time. So
here, that's unless you want to, downtown, and we came over to the airport this year. So the difference between Fire Lake and Deer Run, and about 15 minutes to either one of them. So it's clean. That's kind of important when I stay in a hotel.
But there's some good things to do. Deer Run's fun. There's a casino there. We'll have some good times this weekend. We found some good food. You introduced me to Japanese A5 Wagyu last year at Deer Run. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was
might have to do some more of that. So we got our new player rep, Joe Arnold, of the handicap committee on the line. So hello, Joe. Want to give him a shout out. I'm not sure what Arkansas APT is doing with the Razorback. I don't know what that means, but we'll just let that go. So, Larry, we still love you.
He's last time I checked, we're the only with a baseball national championship now.
It happens. Steve Daniels got a good question on there. Steve from Charlotte. He's coming to Deer Run. I'm sure he'll give me a hard time tomorrow when we get there. He said, can you add the course rotation to Nashville to the website? Yes, sir. Check back tomorrow. We actually have a whole championships page going up on our website, but I no longer design our website. We have people for that. So it takes a little bit of time to get that stuff up, but that'll be up shortly with the course rotation for y'all. And, but getting back to, let's go back in time a little bit, Russell, to Pinehurst number 2. Such an iconic way to kind of kick off, the APT championship season. What was your favorite moment? For those that don't know, Russell won the Division II national championship last year before getting promoted to Division I in a playoff. What's your favorite moment of that day? When did it sink in for you?
Sink in until and more walking through the airport because the trophy to carry it through 2 airports, and it sank in. I looked at a lot of the pictures and videos that people were sending me. Excitement of the playoff. The playoff, looking back on it later, the playoff wasn't as bad as checked the tie on 18 with the green, and all you can see is their head. And I'm thinking, I bogey this hole and lose the championship. People watching. So I think the playoff at that point, it was just balls and see who wins.
Right. No, it makes sense. I mean, we certainly watched quite a few nerves on 18. It was really fun. We really wanted to create that atmosphere. That was really our goal of number 2 from the very beginning when we first signed that contract and we started thinking about the event. You think about a good event and you think about how you want it to end and then work your way back to the beginning. Mm-hmm. And that was, from the very beginning, it was like we wanted our guys to experience that walk-up 18. The history of Payne Stewart winning the Open there.
Yeah.
In 99, you have the statue. You've got the restaurant behind where everybody's going to be hanging out. And we wanted everybody to see our champions get crowned. That was the whole thought process. It turned into just such a cool thing. One of the things that, I love about the APT that's been really cool, and I know you experienced this firsthand, is just the camaraderie of the guys, whether it be, your guys from Memphis or your guys from Birmingham, but it's really just all across the country, people supporting each other, trying to get better. Like nobody's out booing anybody because they're doing something, unless it's your guys. And, Jody boos me all the time, but that's a different story. But there's just so much support. Yeah, it's just made for a good time.
You had a favorite memory, and it just, now that we sit and talk about it, 18, my favorite memory, that Wednesday morning, knowing, okay, there's a chance, going down into where they stage the car, walking up the steps, with the Payne Stewart statue just to your walking up those steps and having Pinehurst, the 18th hole, just open up right there. I got chills thinking about it again. My favorite moment was just walking up those steps. I'm headed to the driving range, and iconic golf course in a major. But I'll tell you, going back, Eli. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eli golf that I've played on the APIP, the best golf shot I've witnessed on his second shot on 18 fairway. Fortunately, feeling like I was going, and he was left-handed and he left in the waist area and he was dead, and he hit a little linger draw and got it on the green to force the tie, but behind that bush was incredible.
Right. No, I remember 2 really good 2-putts there on 18. It was really fun. I'm going to bring actually Cliff in for a minute. And you've got a little bit of a connection issue going on, Russell, as much as I love you. So Cliff Austin, ladies and gentlemen, also there. You got to the Pinehurst experience as well. But you also originally from Nashville, right? Or not originally, you lived in Nashville.
5 years or so. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how excited are you to host a championship back in good old Nashville? I know you've played a lot of these courses, so it's a little different, more of a home game, but it'll be a fun week, right?
Yeah, I played a lot of them. When I was out there, I was in a different job, so I got to play quite a bit of them. But I mean, it's nice to go back and see friends. Years I went back to Kansas City, and I mean, all the courses on the rotation are super nice. Everything from hills to river to, I mean, wide open. So you're going to get to play it over those 3 days.
Yeah, I think that's really good. I think one of the things about Nashville, the golf itself is pretty underrated because you get to a lot of places. You get to a destination like a Pinehurst, or you get to Florida, or you get somewhere, and there's a bunch of different resort courses that everybody goes to. Nashville, not necessarily known for its golf courses, but these 5 golf courses, I would put them up against anything that we play day in and day out. I mean, they're really, really good tests of golf, and it's going to make for a great championship.
Greystone, I mean, I think it's a 139 slope. So, I mean, if that course Atlanta or downtown Nashville, you'd be paying $300 to play it. It's always a good shot. I mean, Gaylord is right by the Opryland and, fairway, airstrip. But, I mean, if you're outside of them, you're getting punished. I mean, 2 courses on there, 2 separate, thoughts of how to play each one, because one and through the trees. I mean, so there's going to be a lot of really, really good golf.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. A lot of fun events around. Definitely plan on. We'll have some more information out soon as we get things finalized. But definitely plan on being out Saturday night. We'll do a little bit of a champions reception. It'll be fun. Russell will enjoy that on Saturday night. Little champions reception. Get to start some traditions. It's just going to be a good time. Saturday night we'll have an event. We'll have a big event Sunday night. We'll be bringing back the Players Forum. A bunch of people asked about that. They got to experience that last year. That's something that's really important to Jody and myself. We want to be open and available and listen to suggestions of how to make it better. Some good feedback came out of that Players Forum last year that led to some changes for this year, and we've had some great feedback this year that is leading to things for next year that we'll be announcing over the next couple months. And so we're continuing to learn, being willing to try things. That'll be fun Sunday night. Monday night will be an event that's all about Folds of Honor. We're going to have a great time in Nashville. I can't tease that anymore, but yeah, you won't want to miss the event on Monday night. That's all I'm saying.
Just make sure Russell gets enough to drink, because we don't want him hungover that next morning.
Yeah, you get a morning tea time on Tuesday. It might be a little rough, Russell. That's a fair point. But, getting through that North American Championship, like I said, October 10th through 12th, the 5 courses. We've got Greystone Golf Club in Dixon, hosted the Tennessee Open. We've got both courses at Hermitage each of the 3 days. Hosted an LPGA event. You've got Tennessee Grasslands, which is a really, really good private country club. I know Russell and I were both there for an event in April. Golf course is fantastic, really, really fun. And then Gaylord Springs at Opryland. It's going to be a great championship. But we also got to talk. We've got the Senior North American Championship coming this September to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's going to be a great time. Instead of Caledonia True Blue, we'll be on the north side of the island. Everything kind of centered around Barefoot. Final round at the Die Club. Open to all members. It's going to be a great time. So only thing that stinks is I'm not 50, just like none of y'all are 50 either. So we can't play.
The back built like a 70-year-old, 80-year-old. So does that count?
I can ask the seniors on the feed if they think Jake should be able to play. Does anybody want to let Jake play in the Senior North American Championship? Going once? Going twice? We're not getting any love in this.
If it's Jack, I'm just donating money.
Right. So Jack can play, Jake cannot. That's the deal. So, but really good. I was fortunate enough. I got to live in Myrtle Beach for a year. Got to know a lot of the golf scene down there. Really, really good golf courses. Wild Wing, Avocet, and Pine Lakes the first 2 days. Pine Lakes is the granddaddy. One of my absolute favorite golf courses that I've played. They've just spent like $8 million renovating it to return it to its form. It's a fantastic golf course. It was great before they renovated it. So I can't wait to see it now that they've done some restoration to it. And then, the final round at the Die Club. The Die Club's hands down my favorite golf course at the beach. It's not even close. And, and then the consolation round is at a newly renovated Grand Dunes, which is going to be spectacular. So going to be a great weekend, 54 holes of golf. Wow, Steve Daniels is throwing some shade at you. I love
Thanks,
it.
Steve. So Steve's got
Steve. So you have to understand, Steve lives in the same town as Mayor Phil. So he's just trying to get me to say that I'll let you play as a senior so Phil can lose it on you.
Yeah, Steve, fun to play with.
The handicap committee will have a heart attack if we let you play in the seniors. So I think you're stuck. But we got to take a quick break. And we'll come back. We'll just answer questions about championship season. We got to talk a little bit about Bandon Dunes, and we'll go from there. But first, all about the Joey Pouch.
2 under. Quality fabrics. No roll waistband. Joey Pouch. Elevate and separate. No chafing. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, so real quick, endorsement of 2 under. Who is on this call is currently wearing 2 under right now? There you go, 100%. So didn't even have to ask. That's kind of a scary thought. But as long as we're not all matching, it's all good. So I've ordered the new summer stuff. They've got the, octopuses and the rubber duckies, and they're all coming to the house. So the rubber duckies is just the most fantastic thing I've seen in a long time. Shout out to whoever designed those. But real quick, going over once again the Senior North American Championship rotation. Wild Wing, Avocet, and Pine Lakes the first 2 days. Top half of the field is moving on to the Die Club. Bottom half of the field will be playing their final round at Grand Dunes. We are working feverishly on hotels. There is no hotel requirement at either the North American or the Senior North American, but we are going to try to shop some deals for you guys to do some things, and we'll have some events around everything. So make sure to reach out to us. We'll have some of that information on the web shortly.
It's Myrtle Beach, stacked full of good places.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there. We'll start off questions. Rocky wants to know, did you talk about reservations in my cousin's restaurant at Chambers Bay? We've been talking about it internally, but if you guys are signed up to Chambers Bay, Rocky's cousin has one of the best seafood restaurants in all of Seattle. We're going to go hang out there Friday night and eat. So if anybody wants to do a little APT family meal, shoot me an email, matt@aptgolf.org. Let me know. We'll be making reservations. The whole restaurant seats about 55 people. So
yeah, we do need a head count. Close the restaurant down for us. So we do want a head count to make sure that if we're going to close the restaurant down, people that they need.
And if you haven't been to Chambers Bay, did you see the photo that we posted on social this week?
Yeah.
Of Chambers Bay. Like, how freaking cool was that?
Well, Cliff, golf over here, and he said, "Dude, you're gonna love it, but take 2 pairs of golf shoes." And it's a hard walk, he goes, but it's absolutely freaking phenomenal. So I'm looking to get my steps in, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we'll make sure you play the right tees this time. So,
back there, that was a fun 7,500 yards.
Yeah, how was whistling straights from the tips, Jake, in the final round?
I mean, I shot 84, and I thought that was pretty good. So it was not an easy golf course from back there.
Yeah, so I want to throw a quick shout out to Matt on the field, Matt Rolling, playing his first APT event at Fire Lake. Look forward to meeting you tomorrow. Got a little side wager with Mr. Cook tomorrow. I think that might happen. So you want Hendra or Paul Schmitz on your team? We'll give you another D1 guy. How about that? Let's see who we got here. We're doing some live gambling on the APT because this doesn't happen ever. While we're waiting on questions coming in.
Yeah. None of us ever.
I'm pulling up the field tomorrow. We playing a little Vegas tomorrow, Russell?
Oh my God. You get beat.
I think me and Hendra.
That's Cliff cheering you on.
So, John, we're working as hard as we can on Denver, man. Our guy had to move for his job, unfortunately. Hold on. I'm looking for tomorrow, Russell. I'm giving you options. Me and Hendra. I'm taking the shortest guy in the field. I hope he's listening right now. That'd be awesome. Fire Lake, D1 guys. There's 9, so that means you have 6 to choose from. Okay, I don't know many of them. You can take Kerry Anderson. That'd be a good matchup. Kerry's good. He's a Nashville boy. Brandon Estabrook, I played with him in Iowa. He's pretty solid. He beat me in a playoff. So I don't know the other guys. Sam Goldstein's really good too. I played with him. So if you want strokes, I'll give you a D2 guy. You got Cliff. You got Jake. Jake, you in on this? Vegas tomorrow? You don't get strokes if you have Jake.
What?
How about this? Since we're gambling live here, so everybody on Facebook can hear this. Me and Jake will take on you and Hendra in Vegas tomorrow. I can't hear you. Like sign. Like 1 equals yes, 2 equals no, 3 equals let's keep negotiating. Like SOS, whatever you got to do. Rock, paper, scissors.
I should just get Russell to come down to my room.
Hey, Jake, don't be putting your room number out over the internet. So, hey, Rocky, if you went in on some Vegas, we'll definitely take that. So, but
oh crap! I'm gonna give Russell. All right, Russell, look in the private chat. Come down here, and you can actually.
There we go. So what else do we need to cover tonight, Jake? We talked a little bit about Chambers.
Talked about Chambers. Definitely looking forward to that. I don't know if you guys talked about the 4-ball championship. I'm on the fence there. Go severely because it is a bucket list thing. But
we do need to talk about Bayman.
Our dog is that's our child, essentially. She has to have TPLO surgery in 2 weeks, and it's like 6-0. That's kind of like the rest of my golf money for the years going to that surgery. So trying to see if I'm going to be able to swing going down there to Bandon or going up to Bandon as well. That's a big hit just to have that right after getting back from the Dominican, and then for bachelor stuff coming up here pretty soon, and then so we'll see. Everybody, I mean, I'm going to kick myself if I don't go, but I may.
It's some good stuff. I mean, only if you like playing top 10 golf courses in the country.
I know. Believe me, it is a
Just saying.
bucket list. I want to, and I don't want to let Jody down.
You and Jody defending your title. So, trying to find this course rotation for Joe. He's asking hard questions. So, Joe, I got it. So, Division I, Gaylord Springs, Tennessee Grasslands. Division II, Tennessee Grasslands, and then Hermitage President's Reserve, which is Mint. Division III is Hermitage President's Reserve and Hermitage General's Retreat. Division IV is Hermitage General's Retreat and Greystone. Division V is Greystone and Gaylord Springs. There's your rotation. So Rocky doesn't want that smoke. I don't have a D5 guy, Rocky, in St. Louis that's playing tomorrow. But if you want some smoke, I'm sure me and Steve Daniels will whoop up on you. Steve's in the thing. Steve, if you're still watching, comment. Let me know you're good for that.
I found Russell.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, John, send me an email with your address, and we'll get everything in the mail to you. So matt@aptgolf.org, and we will get you hooked up.
Or John, come play KC at everyone.
KC, some good stuff. So
now is Russell going to take that tomorrow or what?
That's what. Now that I'm in here and y'all can hear me, I'm looking for a partner. So me and you against you and him against me and Hendra.
It might be you and Rocky against me and Steve Daniels.
I'll take that one.
That'll be fun. Steve, we're in. I don't know what the bet's for, but we'll have a good time. Chris wants you to turn your phone sideways, Jake. I don't know why people want to see you, but there we go.
Holy moly.
So, I apologize. We had some late exits tonight. What?
I'm going to be playing with house money anyway because I'm just taking off Cliff's money this week.
All right. So, all right. You and Jay in Vegas. Is that the best? Take it.
Yeah. Here on Facebook.
Gambles, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was worried about because I didn't want to rope somebody into this. I understand that.
Oh, Hendra will take any bet that we want to get. Hendra's like Vegas. He probably didn't know what Vegas is, but he's like, it's named after my city. So
he'll play.
So we've got a new one. We've started being a guy. We always play at least once a week. We play 5-10 a hole. Birdies double to $10. Get other strokes back and forth. He got tired of that the other day. He goes, "All right, we're not playing that anymore." Our first hole is $544. Wow. The first time we played it, we exchanged $88. It was like, whew, because it's 6,800 yards from the tee box we played.
Yeah.
So, anyways, well, Steve, we'll figure it out. If you get it on time, we'll get a game going. If not, hopefully airline travels. Yeah. But do we have any questions coming in? Because we can talk about gambling after we get off the live.
Yep.
Russell considered talking to himself to 10 o'clock about gambling.
Probably.
That's true.
Russell's debating on going to bed or going to the Isle of Capri.
There's the Bally's too.
Oh, there's Bally's?
Work out and gamble.
So,
Yeah, I don't
what
think
did you say?
There's a
There's a what?
A Bally's. It's a casino in Kansas City. They were fitness joints.
We used to have Bally's around Memphis. They were gyms.
You guys are killing me. So, where's the major? Which one, Felix? I already told you where the major was.
Because I play like a D2 player.
Are you talking about December, Felix?
I should be in D2. I shouldn't be in D1.
Yeah, welcome to
tournament. Lost by 5 strokes.
Oh, hey Felix, December 3rd and 4th, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, buddy. So Caledonia and Founders Club, one of my favorite golf courses down there. So Steve Daniels is bringing me a huge fat check tomorrow. I can't wait. So that'll be
Give me
fun.
some
But
money.
anyway, if we don't have any questions, man, we're going to sign off and let you guys get to doing whatever you guys are doing. Chris and I got to pack the trailer because we got to drive tomorrow morning. So
Yeah, we're just dinner, and then Russell's going to sell. If anybody's interested, Russell and Cliff are looking for a game.
there we go.
It was a career.
So,
66.
all right, boys.
Sounds-
Everybody,
Sounds,
guys. Looking forward to D Run.
we'll be back this weekend. We'll see you guys later.
You can play in any chapter that you want. So you get to meet people from anywhere.